All right, here's the inside of our camper. This is a 2017 Forest River Flagstaff Super Lite, and I'm going to take you on a little bit of a tour. So we've got the TV here, if you're on TV, with a sound bar, a lot of storage in the back. We use this for toilet paper and paper towels because it's lightweight. Again, this is a super light camper, so the shelving is a little bit light in here. We use this for games, pantry, that sort of thing. The reason that shut automatically is because we're on an incline right now. The fridge and freezer works great. They're turned off right now, so the light's not coming on. But this works very well on propane as well as electric. 3-burner gas grill, propane. It's got a gas oven, sinks, dual sink. It's got a shower spray head as well as a direct spray head. A lot of cabinet space up here. Microwave works great. The only bad thing about the inside is I've got this little spot down here where the guy before me, there was a leak in the drain, and it got wet and this wood kind of puffed out. So I cleaned that off and spray painted it as best as I could just to make it look a little bit better. It's not anything that's structurally a problem, but it's just a little ugly right there. We added a magnetic knife holder, which has been really nice. Front bedroom, pretty simple. We're selling it with this cooling mattress pad as well as the mattress. There's also storage underneath the mattress here, and then that folds up, and then there's 3 drawers down there, 4 overhead compartments, 2 side compartments, USB outlet. That USB outlet does not work, but it's got electric outlets on both sides of the beds. Closet. We recommend getting the RV hangers so they don't come off when you're going down the road. This is a slide out. This closet is a slide out. Then back in here, this is the dinette, which converts into a bed. There's also, this is a drawer on this side. This is a cabinet on this side. This side of the slide out, this side of this cabinet is accessible from the exterior as well. We've also added these little battery powered bulbs. They charge with USB-C just because we like a little bit of a warm white and the camper color is a little bit cool. So we've got these, got a little remote control that comes with these that will be coming with it. Whoops, wrong button. The couch folds out into a bed. You can fit 2 people on it. Overhead storage here. Little reading lights underneath there. What else? It's got 2 AC units. It stays very cold in here. We sleep with it on about 65, and sometimes we wake up because it's so cold that we'll turn it back up. So it works very well. Dual bunks here. It's a bunkhouse model. This one actually flips up, so if you've got bikes or something like that you want to put in here, you can do that, and it locks up there. Bathroom, typical bathroom, has an upgraded porcelain toilet instead of the cheap plastic kind that comes with it. The water pump and all the plumbing is down underneath here. Sink, shower, standard shower head. And it does have a fantastic fan. Unfortunately, that does not raise by twisting this. There's a piece of plastic that broke off, so we always stick something up in there to hold it open whenever we want to use it. Otherwise, that's the rig. Here's the exterior of our 2017 Flagstaff Super Lite. This has got a great amount of pass-through storage in the front. I'm going to be selling this weight distribution hitch, which will do you a world of good when you're towing this trailer. Is going to come with it. That's $500 or $600 there. It's also got a spare tire and a spare tire mount for the rear bumper that I'm going to send with it. I've got a cargo carrier on the back that I will sell as an option with it. That's why the tire's in here. If you take the cargo carrier off, then the tire can go on the back. The awning is dirty. That's all that this is. There is some wear along the edge here. It was like that when I got it, and I've had 0 issues with it, but awnings can be replaced for a few $100s. pretty easily. So this is an electric awning, so you just push a button to pull it in and out. It's also got slides here, so if you want to bring the awning down further, if the sun is on this side, then you can do that. It's got an electric and gas water heater. This is the rear of the fridge. This is a little table that attaches. It doesn't really attach, it just kind of sits on the side here. We like to make coffee outside in the mornings, so we would set the coffee maker here. It's got an electric plug here. It's also got a propane hookup that takes the propane from the front of the trailer and sends it back here. This is cable if you have a satellite outside. We've got these little carpets on the stairs, which is a nice touch. It's got this, there's a little bit of wear here on this thing. Outside kitchen, this is standard electric, just runs on electric. It gets very cold. Ice box up here. It's got a Furrion induction cooktop, so it's really nice for cooking outside. This is very easy to clean, very heavy duty as well. It's kind of dirty back up in there, but this is broken. This is from me carrying a Blackstone, and it apparently over a bump, it went up and set back down on top of that. So I've been using this for a year like this, hasn't had any more problems, but I just didn't feel like fixing that. Could pretty easily go to Home Depot and have them cut you out a piece of plywood that just set in here on top of that, and that would be totally fine. It's also got electric in here and a little light. So this is the back. I'm going to sell this if you want it. This is an optional cargo carrier. It folds up. I've got the pins in it right now, but it can't actually stay folded up because the ladder's in the way. So this thing was, I think, $500, and I bought it about 6 months ago, but we're going to be upgrading the trailer, so we don't need this now. We put 4 bicycles on it and strap them down for the kids. It's prepped for a rear camera. We did not use that. Let's see here. This is this side. I've got 2 electric hookups, which I'll make a separate video for. The slides are in great shape. The roof is in great shape. This is the only problem with the exterior right here. I have stored this inside the entire time we've owned it, and the guy that had it before me stored it underneath the carport the whole time he owned it. He took very good care of it, and we've taken very good care of it as well. It's got a galley tank dump for the sink in the kitchen, and then it's got a black tank here, and then it's got the shower and rear bathroom dump as well for the gray water. And then this is passed through into the interior of the camper. This is underneath the dinette. And then here we've got the other side of the pass-through. It's going to come with this surge protector. It's going to come with this power cord and this power cord. This is a 50 amp, this is a 30 amp or 20 amp, and I'll talk to you about that on a separate video. It's also got this tool here that it's going to come with, which is a manual rear slide crank, so that if the slide goes out or something like that, you can crank it back in and you're not stuck. The front, it's got 2 30-pound propane tanks. It's got a battery that's 1 year old, and these are part of the weight distribution hitch right here that it'll come with. Anywhere that we've got this rubber trim is brand new. It was replaced by me last year. This thing also has underneath, it's got electric stabilizer jacks, so very easy to operate. Electric stabilizer jacks on the front as well as the rear. I had a mistake in my last video. This is for if you have cable, if you want to hang a TV up out here. This is a Furrion TV mount. I do not have this, but you can buy one, and you can hang you an external TV up out here, and you got power as well as cable to come from a satellite dish. I've got this quick magnetized connection for the black tank drain hose, which is nice. You don't have to touch it to get it in and out of the bumper. I also wanted to talk about this shower. This is an external shower. It's got hot and cold water, which is nice to have right here while you're doing your cleanouts. However, this lock is broken. The shower does work, but this lock is broken, and I have not messed with it because I usually have a separate hose right here for washing my hands and whatever else I'm doing here by the cleanouts. Now I'll talk about my 2 different power sources. So I spent a lot of time going to a campground that was older, that ran 30 amp poles. This is a 50 amp camper, but I wanted to be able to go into a 30 amp site and still run both air conditioners. So what I have is, this is the 50 amp to the main RV right here. You can, if you want to be on a 30 amp site, you can run your 30 amp adapter. So you can run your 50 amp cord, run it down to a 30 amp adapter, plug it into the pole. This is a 30 amp plug. And by the way, these are RV smart plugs, very, very heavy duty. They're made for marine use. I upgraded them. They snap into place very securely, and you have no risk of a fire or overheating or anything like that. Anyway, I've got the 30 amp and the 50 amp, but if you're wanting to hook up at a 30 amp site, you can run a 50 amp down to 30 amp for the main plug, which will run the main air conditioner as well as the other things in the RV. Then I've got, this is actually running to an extension cord, and I have a selector switch inside the camper, so I can run the front air conditioner off of a separate plug on the pole. So that's how I can get by on a 30 amp pole, running both air conditioners, one on the 30 amp to 50 amp adapter, one separately on here. I have a selector switch inside that I will show you, but first I would like to show you the cords that I have for that, the RV smart plug side. So here's this is the one that will run the front air conditioner. This has got a 30 amp on this side, and then this is the one for the 50 amp right here. And so if you wanted to run at a 30 amp site, you would put an adapter, a 30 amp adapter on this, and you'd run both of those plugs. Now my selector switch for that is right here, right underneath the TV. If I'm plugged in to 50 amp, I've got one electric hookup, so I put it on one. If I want to plug into 30 amp, then I have to use two electric hookups, so I turn this over to two. And that will change the front air conditioner to come from that separate cord.